What's up, everybody? This is Brendan at Bren Labs, back with another video to help you get better at Warzone. Now, as most of you already know, I play on Xbox with a controller. So if you play on PC or you consider yourself to be an above average player already, this video is probably not for you. But if you play on PS5, Xbox, or PC with a controller, you might be able to learn something. Check it out. The first thing we're going to focus on here is going to be your sensitivity, horizontal and vertical. Probably the number one mistake I see bad players make is that they use sensitivities that are way beyond their skill set. I use a 1-to-1 horizontal and vertical sensitivity, which is generally pretty low, but it's extremely helpful in keeping your reticle on a target, especially at distance if your sensitivities are lower. Where that becomes the downside is if you need to change directions quickly, but you can set your other settings to make up for that. The next thing we're going to look at is going to be your ADS sensitivity multiplier under the aiming tab. I use a 0.65, which is generally on the low end, but it helps you stay on target at range or close when you're making adjustments while shooting. Again, one of the bigger mistakes I see bad players make is that their ADS sensitivity multiplier is too high. So they will either overshoot, undershoot, or not be able to keep their reticle on the target as it's moving because they're heavy handing their stick. The final thing we're going to be looking at is going to be under the aiming advanced settings tab. So go ahead and expand that menu, and we're looking for aim response curve type, of which mine is dynamic. And the aim response curve slope scale, I use 0.48. What this means is that the more you move your stick towards the border, the more input is going to be given on that scale. So if you just move it off center, you're going to have less of a scale, and the more you move it towards the boundary, you're going to have the more intense scale. This low number, 0.48, paired with your 1-to-1 sensitivity and your ADS sensitivity multiplier, will put you right in that sweet spot where if you need to make a big adjustment, you're able to do it, but it'll help keep your minor adjustments lower so that you can track targets easier at distance. All right, so that wraps it up. Your horizontal and vertical stick sensitivity should be set to 1. Your aim down sight sensitivity multiplier should be set to 0.65. Your aim response curve type should be dynamic, and your aim response curve slope scale should be set to 0.48. I hope this helps, and as a reminder, I stream every night 9 to midnight on Twitch. See ya.